Barack Obama ne peut s'empêcher de sourire. Ce 23 mars 2010, il accomplit ce qu'aucun président américain avant lui n'avait réussi. Instaurer un système d'assurance santé semi-universel. L'Obamacare est né.
This year, tens of thousands of uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions, the parents of children who have a pre-existing condition, will finally be able to purchase the coverage they need. That happens this year. This year, insurance companies will no longer be able to drop people's coverage when they get sick. They won't be able to place lifetime limits or restrictive annual limits on the amount of care they can receive. This year, all new insurance plans will be required to offer free preventive care. And this year, young adults will be able to stay on their parents' policies until they are 26 years old. That happens this year. And we have now just enshrined, as soon as I sign this bill, the core principle that everybody should have some basic security when it comes to their health care.
Loin de Washington, la petite ville de Mosinee. C'est ici, sur les bords du Wisconsin, que Brent Brown a grandi.
Hello my French friends, welcome to Mosinee.
Il y a 2 ans, atteint d'une colite, cette maladie auto-immune qui ravage les intestins, il a failli mourir. Et c'est en mars dernier qu'il a rencontré celui qui lui a sauvé la vie.
I am a Republican who cursed his name, who falsely accused him, and someone who zealously worked to ensure that he would never be my president. But thanks to his fortitude, thanks to his unwavering vision of mercy, even towards me, this chump gets a second shot at life. It is my great pleasure and honor to present to you the man that saved my life and the president of this great United States of America, Barack Obama.
Avant l'Obamacare, aucune compagnie d'assurance ne voulait de Brent. La raison, une condition préexistante découverte alors qu'il finissait ses études. 40 000 Américains meurent chaque année faute d'argent pour s'assurer. Pour ce fervent chrétien, c'est une aberration dans le pays le plus riche du monde.
To me it is a right of the citizens of every country, but in particular Americans. I'm an American. We are a family. We should take care of one another, regardless of whatever that happens to cost us. One thing that ultimately bothers me in this discussion, Obamacare, the ACA, or just in healthcare in general, is that some people start from the incorrect question, which is, how much will this cost? At which point you're placing a value on a life. And yet if I were to go to those same people that ask that question, they start the conversation there, and I ask them, what value is a life to you? Almost universally and unilaterally, those same people that ask that question are going to say, priceless.
Une réforme qui sauve des vies donc, et qui change la vie. L'Obamacare est en partie né ici, à Portland, dans l'Oregon. En 2008, des chercheurs ont mené une expérimentation. Étendre Medicaid, la couverture maladie des plus pauvres, à 30 000 personnes sans assurance. Un ouf de soulagement pour ces bas revenus.
Those financial strains, those tough decisions between, food, rent, or medical care were much reduced. And I think the last thing we found is that just people were better. They felt better, subjectively improved health. We had some objective measures of depression and other things that showed big reductions. So had some profound health impacts for people as well, especially around sort of mental health.
Quelques étages plus haut, le Dr Clark arrive en consultation.
Dominique, hi. Nice to see you. How have you been?
My husband's been a little rocky.
Oh, has it? Oh, darn. I'm sorry to hear that.
Depuis 2010 et la mise en œuvre progressive de la réforme, elle ne voit que du positif.
I think it's a wonderful reform. I've always cared for a lot of uninsured patients and a lot of lower income patients. So for me, it's made a tremendous difference to be able to provide them with the care that they need. As a doctor, we want to do the right thing by our patient, and it's very frustrating when we have a patient that we know the care that they need, yet we're not able to deliver that care. So I have found it personally a very, very rewarding thing.
Comme avec Dominique, qui souffre d'asthme.
Okay, so there I'm here. Okay, so.
Se payer des soins, un luxe qu'elle ne pouvait se permettre. L'Obamacare, ce fut pour elle un petit miracle.
I believe now that I'm in very good health. I was healthy enough to have a baby. That was my goal, to be healthy enough to have a child. I can put money towards my son. I can save money. I can save money towards a house. My medical debt was ranging between $15,000. I don't believe anybody should have $15,000 worth of medical debt.
And so what it is now?
Right now, it's probably $350.
Comme Elle et Brent, 20 millions d'Américains ont pu souscrire une assurance santé, un événement sans précédent dans l'histoire du pays. Pourtant, une majorité d'Américains continue d'être hostile à la réforme. Dans le Delaware, petit état de la côte Est, c'est jour de rassemblement pour ces militants républicains. Rose King, élu local depuis 6 ans, est en campagne pour sa réélection. Et comme beaucoup de républicains, elle considère l'Obamacare comme une abomination.
It has been very expensive for the state, for one. When we look at what's happened to Medicare and our cost for that, we're facing significant cost in Delaware to Delaware taxpayers, which means if you're taking from one account to try and make up for the difference in balancing the budget. So I think we're talking about 25 to 28 million in this fiscal year alone. It's been very costly for business. The regulations and red tape alone that a business is having to fill out, the forms, the proof. And then comes the real pinch is to the actual taxpayer, the citizens of the United States that are having to be penalized if they don't take it out.
C'est l'un des points les plus controversés de la réforme, le mandat individuel. Cette obligation faite à chaque Américain de souscrire une assurance santé. Sinon, l'amende peut grimper jusqu'à $2000. Un crime de lèse-liberté, selon ces conservateurs. Pourtant, chez les jeunes républicains, le ton est plus mesuré.
I think Obamacare is an issue that matters, just in a way where we just rather have it in the private sector. We're not going to be like attack it, but more like, okay, let's just make it more accessible, not force us to do it. And I just think it's a party where we're a little bit more, have become slightly more tolerant than the older party has.
La promesse de Donald Trump d'abolir l'Obamacare met en péril la grande œuvre d'Obama. En attendant, 19 États à majorité républicaine n'ont toujours pas étendu Medicaid aux bas revenus et 29 millions d'Américains restent sans assurance santé.